On this Hacking Hollywood, in the net, Sandra Bullock gets a lesson in identity theft. Can your identity just be erased?
Or just give us the disc and we'll give you your life back.
Is our whole world inside a computer? And who knew you could order pizza from your computer in 1995? It's Hollywood tech versus the real world. Hacking Hollywood.
They have taken Sandra Bullock's identity and turned her into a new person.
There's this great montage happening where they're showing us that the bad guys have rewritten her history. Now she's Ruth Marks and she's suicidal and she's overdosed.
And who has been treated for venereal disease, which is a nice little shot.
Stigma. There is no 39 Admiral's Way in Venice. I looked it up.
What's amazing is they give a real phone number. Her phone number is
310. Somebody had that number and would call every time they rented this movie.
Hello, this is Sandra Bullock. They have my identity. Protect yourself.
When they ask her a question, try to explain it, she instead goes into this long ramble of think about it.
Just think about it. Just think about it.
There's a computer. We're all inside of it.
It's in the computer.
Of course, that sounds ludicrous, especially in the 90s, because people didn't even know about computers then, really. I'm pretty sure no one had computers back then.
If I could erase someone's identity,
I would go with my own so that I would be off the grid.
I think I would have to erase the identity of Zero Cool.
From hackers?
Yeah.
He actually would like having no identity. His whole point was you could not figure it out.
Whatever.
What if you erased FDR's identity? So it's there was a president here.
And it has the yearbook photo with the question mark, just the cartoon
It's the drawing of the guy in the graduation gown with the with the diploma.
If I could erase anybody's identity, anyone, it would either be Katy Perry or the Fred guy from YouTube.
The likelihood of someone erasing my entire identity on a computer is nil, because at this point I am on every freaking social network you can think of, and there's no way anyone's gonna erase all of that.
The likelihood of someone using a computer to erase my identity online would be pretty tough. There's a lot of videos out there, and there's a lot of Flickr pictures too, which I wish there weren't. That's one of the things that really bugs me about the web. Remember in the old days when people would take a bunch of pictures and they would only keep the good ones?
Invisible Engine has put out so much offensive material that it would be impossible to erase our existence just based off of that.
Twitter and blogging will save you from what is happening to Sandra Bullock.
Because all you'd have to do is dude, my name is Matt Wyatt. Google it, please.
Sandra Bullock says we all have a little electronic shadow.
This little electronic shadow on each and every one of us, just begging for somebody to screw with.
A little electronic shadow she talked about is a drop shadow. You could give me a little electronic shadow right now. So you key out the green, and then you go into drop shadow. It actually will create a shadow.
It's not even a shadow, it's just like a spotlight, because I feel if you're one of those people who is out on the internet a lot, then you have no privacy.
How do I use my computer to protect my identity?
I have a website with all of my passwords just typed out into a text document.
Easy to
remember.
remember.
And it's mattwyattpasswords.com.
Anything that's used as a confirmation when you call your bank or doctor, you probably shouldn't put on the internet.
I keep everything in a paper copy in a box, and I roll around in it naked.
What?
Once a month.
That's a big box.
Oh, I'm sorry, I should clarify. I'm crazy.
Want to avoid ending up like Sandra Bullock? Check out how WePC user Uplink suggests a more secure PC that features a GPS tracking system. Got your own idea for a LoJack? Tell us at WePC.com. Next week, Intel and Asus are launching a new section of WePC that highlights the top user ideas and discusses how to implement them. Come back next week for more Hacking Hollywood and see your ideas come to life.
Final verdict is they're never going to be able to wipe me out. They've tried.
I don't think that it'd be too difficult, actually.
I think it's very unlikely in this day and age that someone could erase your identity by using a computer.
Way too early in the morning to talk about Sandra Bullock.
WePCtv is brought to you by Asus and Intel. You dream it, Asus builds it, Intel inside.